Morning. Thanks for joining me on another walk. And what a lovely morning it is. Spent the night at the Shady Oak pub in Fernley in the camper van. Very pleasant evening. And this morning I've just nipped up to Goyt Valley again, a bit further up, and I'm walking along the path of the Cromford and High Peak Railway, and plan is to go up to Burbage Edge, Buxton Burbage Edge, then down across Goyt's Moss and back across Wild Moor. It's not a very long walk, but I've a feeling it's going to be incredibly muddy, so we'll see how the route goes and make amendments if we need to. But yeah, look at the day. Why not join me and take in some of these lovely views. See across to big embankment that they built to carry the railway track across just over the way. Largely it follows the contour of this railway because it's one of the very earliest ones built, so they took the kind of the easiest route possible, but occasionally they've had to build big structures to carry the railway across. It is a lovely track to walk actually. It's a lot smaller scale because it is one of the earliest railways. Everything's a little bit more tiny, you know. It's yeah, it's lovely. The view back over to Cat's Tor and Shining Tor, part of the walk I did yesterday, and we're just coming round now and getting to the portal of the Burbage tunnel. Curlews in the background, lovely. And I won't take you up to show you the portal. I can link to a video at the end if you want to know a little bit more about the Cromford and High Peak Railway. But as you get round, there's a footpath that takes you back across Wild Moor. We're going to ignore that because our walk runs out of a recognised footpath at the end, and we just climb up to the right of a prominent dry stone wall, and then across to the Burbage Edge trig. As I say, I expect it's going to be pretty muddy. We'll see how we go. Right, you get the picture of what the ascent's like. So I'm going to put this camera away and concentrate on not ending up on my behind. Always time for a breather. And Now the view back where you came. Fantastic morning. Whew. Steep initial climb there. It wasn't quite as muddy as it was last time I came up, a good few years ago, but you can see where it has been muddy. It levels out now, continues rising, but it's more gradual up to the Burbage Edge trig, and maybe, I think once it levels out on the top it'll get more boggy, but you can see what it's been like. I think I probably said this last time I was up here, but it's one of my favourite routes in the Goyt Valley. Don't get me wrong, there's some lovely walks in Goyt Valley, but it can get quite busy up here. You'll probably rarely see another person, maybe at weekend, but be surprised if I see anybody today, apart from on that initial part along the railway track. Don't know whether you could see any of that. There's a couple of hares chasing each other. They're coming down, look at this, look. That's funny, two came down the path and shot over there, and then it gave me enough time to get the camera out, and chased each other around in circles, disappeared off that way, and then some more appeared and it came right down to my feet almost. Still up there now. Fantastic. Not too far from the top now, from the trig, and get a view down over the town of Buxton, just to the left as you climb up. There we have it, Burbage Edge trig, 500 metres above sea level. You're watching Chris Bentley, here's me face. If you've not come across Chris Bentley's channel, he's a lovely guy, and he's recently completed all the Peak District ethels, and now he's wiped the slate and he's starting again doing all the Peak District trigs. I'm not sure whether he's done this one yet. I've left some mud on top for you, Chris. But I'll put a link down below, so check out Chris's channel. As I say, lovely guy, and we've done half cover some miles. Top of the world, see out over Cat and Fiddle up there, way out across towards Axe Edge. Lovely. Just leaving the trig now. Pleasantly surprised at how little mud there is. As I say, you can see it's been very muddy, but I was expecting after the amount of rain we had in March that it was going to be like a quagmire, but it's not too bad at all. Anyway, from the trig we carry on beside the wall for another 500 metres or so until we reach a footpath that heads off to the right. You can cut to the left and drop down to Buxton if you want, but as I say, we're cutting right across Goyt's Moss, and then we'll circle back around over Wild Moor
As you get to a gate through the wall on your left, our path cuts back right onto Goyt's Moss. I think this little valley dropping down through Goyt's Clough is called, down through Goyt's Moss is called Berry Clough. It's absolutely lovely down here. Quiet and peaceful. As you get down to the spot where the little stream we've been following joins the fledgling River Goyt, then we don't cross the little footbridge, we take a right, and we're heading back up to, not sure what's on this signpost, it should say Wild Moor, I hope. Goyt's Clough Quarry, but I'm not convinced that's correct. I thought that was on the other side of the path, but anyway, it's towards Wild Moor. This is a lovely spot to take a bit of a break though and take some photographs. The little bridge down there, tried to get you some footage of it, but you only get a glimpse of it sort of in the distance from this path. It was going to be swamped when they built Errwood Reservoir, so they thought it was too pretty to lose, so they dismantled it and moved it a little bit further up the River Goyt, but it goes from nowhere to nowhere now. Still very pretty though. View across to Goyt's Clough Quarry now. It is on the other side of the stream, so I suppose you just get a better view of it from here, so there may be some logic in how it's signposted, but anyway. This path never disappoints for a bit of mud. Whatever time of year you come, but luckily for the worst bits they've put boardwalks in, so it's always passable. Just coming around to Errwood Reservoir now. We're on the opposite side to where we passed it on my last video, where we did Shining Tor and whatever, and came down, walked past the other bank.
on the final stretch now, heading back around here, and then there's a path up to the right which is a final steep climb back up to the car park. And not sure whether it's all free car parking in the Goyt Valley, but certainly this one up at the top definitely is. Coming down to the little bridge over the stream, and there's a few different route markings here, but ours is the steep stony one climbing up the other side. That takes us up to the car park. Disappearing rapidly behind me, so no doubt you won't have seen it on the GoPro, but that was my first ever red kite for the Goyt Valley. I know they are moving back into the Peak District now, seen them out beyond Buxton and wherever, but yeah, I've never seen one here. It's nice. Right, that's me done back at the van. Just got to change out my boots and off home. So only a short one today, about 10 kilometres, just over 6 miles, and but yeah, loads packed in. It's a lovely route that, so highly recommended. If you've watched this far, thank you very much, really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind doing the honours, giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, if you click the subscribe button and hit the bell, you'll get notified of any new videos that I put up, so I'd appreciate that also. So anyway, thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you again on another video very soon. Cheers now, bye.